Building off of what we have learned this summer, over the course of the semester, just like the inequality in our justice system and everything about it, just how there's always just a gap between two different sources. This one is no different, talking about how poor people are different than people who have money in our court system. And so the main difference is that poor people are punished more harshly and to a greater extent than people who have money because they cannot afford to pay the court fees and for lawyers and stuff like that. The NPR radio station that we had to listen to gave an example of a man who shoplifted, and he stole something that was worth $1.29 from a convenience store. And his punishment ended up being 12 years in prison, where somebody who could have afforded an attorney and afforded to pay the court fees of that trial would have only probably had an ankle monitor or even just paid the fine that went along with the shoplifting. But as we all know about the Miranda rights, how it says that we have the right to an attorney, and if we can't afford an attorney, then they will provide one for us. What we don't know as normal people who have probably never gone through a trial is that that fine is even $50, and, well, says that source. And so for normal people, we would not know what that is. But anyways, next is that not much has changed between before the Civil War and now, like how they handle the court system. They used to have this thing called debtor's prison, where people who couldn't afford these type of things would just be sent as opposed to the normal prison. And so they say that we don't have debtor's prison anymore, but really it's the same thing. When people can't afford it, is that they are sent to prison because we can't do anything else about it. And they said that one of the biggest complications was that they can't really tell people who can't afford their court fees versus people who just don't want to pay for it, because some people just want to take the crime and go with it so that they don't have to pay any money. And so the court officials and judges and whatnot are having to determine what the difference between these people are. So they said that a lot of times they look for like higher-end clothing and tattoos and stuff like that, because that would demonstrate that they have some sort of income or have had some sort of income in the past. And then the last thing, which is probably the biggest ordeal and is why this is becoming such a prevalent topic, is because public defenders are reaping more benefits than anybody else, because NPR said that the public defender's #1 source of income is from the court fees that people are paying, and so that goes directly to them. I mean, that is 3/4 of their income. And so the people who are getting hurt, who are involved in these trials and everything, are like, well, what's in it for me? Because these people are making more money if I'm guilty. And so it has been an uproar. And so basically the idea of this is that it's just no different in how in the beginning of the semester we were talking about us as civilians compared to Justin Bieber being tried for something like we can't compete with him because he has more money than us, and he gets let off for things that normal people wouldn't. And so even more poor people than just the average citizen will be tried more extensively. Charlie?